How did I miss this on the weekend? This was late. Well, between semester work and getting hung up on something going away, I'm taking my time now to look at this big development this week. Our favorite franchise, Tobot. We haven't heard anything from it for a while. There was like almost nothing from Tobot V except some mini toys. And I wouldn't go for 10 whole months of silence without assuming that Youngtoys was behind the scenes just reevaluating what they wanted to go next and just deciding to do something new instead of continuing their maybe diminishing Tobot V reboot. And lo and behold, we have our first business venture development through a trade show, and this trade show is called MIPCOM. It's apparently French, but companies all over the world will gather here for the distribution purposes and such. Yeah, the trade show. So in the Korean Pavillion's page of contents, all sorts of Korean companies showed off their drama, media, and their animation. And alphabetically, we have Youngtoys right here. But before we jump to there, I'm just gonna scroll through this whole brochure to see what other sort of things are there, like the K-dramas. Not sure if I would be motivated to look at it otherwise. That famous Netflix drama right now. Now to the kiddie animation. I've seen Zombiedom at some other exhibitions. Yeah, technical thing. Oh yeah, also I saw this years ago, Time Traveler Luke. Yeah, most of the animations are pretty, kiddie stuff, pretty preschool stuff. Yeah, this one looks artistically creative. Toyetic shows like the Bug Spot. That popular app gets an animated show. And that also famous Taio's getting a 6th season. Virtual Guardians, I think was a coding-based animation show. Yeah, that's pretty old. Robocar Poli. With new Transformer characters, I guess. This one looks like it'll be for teens and young adults. The Baby Shark Company. Here it is! So I was speculating Tobot could either have gone for a third completely new iteration a la Beast Wars, or they could just go back to the nostalgic familiar characters and stories, a la all those new Transformers shows loosely inspired by Generation 1. And of course they went with the latter. Yep, we have some new interpretations of our favorite characters. Yep, there's X, Y, and Z, and then Hana and Duri Korean names, or Ryan and Corey English names. So to read this English description, this is pitching to international entities after all. Our beloved friend Tobot is back. The globally beloved original Tobot X, Y, and Z are finally back. Enjoy the new, humorous daily life story with powerfully, fully charged Tobot X, Y, and Z along with their pilots, Brian, Corey, and Dylan. Watch how our friends new Tobots cooperate to protect Daedoshi, Dado City from new villains. Yeah, I have good faith. It looks like they're sticking to what the Tobot fans want from a Tobot story. If you're just a Tobot toy fan who didn't pay attention to the show, I mean, the Tobot V toys were great, but they were such a departure from the Tobots. I mean, Retrobot's Tobot story set such a high bar that Tobot V, or Galaxy Detectives, was super robot kitty simplistic in comparison. Even if the original Tobot, of course, was kid-centered, it's very relatable and, personal. I mean, that's not just by the books. And also the culture. So as Youngtoys is focusing on more synchrony with their international distribution, I imagine this animation is from some other one of the dozen animation studios and not that little indie Retrobot. I don't think they brought Retrobot back. Retrobot is doing its own thing, and Retrobot is in limbo. That's a video for another day. So of course the Transformer robots are the main selling thing, and that retrobot Korean culture was just a very good flavor. But I guess with this new iteration being more internationally focused, I imagine they won't focus too much on that Korean culture aspect. But as long as the story isn't boring, I think the fans will be generally happy with whatever story they're coming up with. Yeah, I guess maybe similar to the anime actions of Mechard or other kid anime shows. Now onto the character designs. Ryan Hana-cha and Cory Duri-cha, they look, yes, they are very recognizable. They look exactly as you imagine them, though with the, maybe more realistic kid proportions. Yeah, if you remember that retrobot distinct style of oval eyes for the kids, that maybe they somehow just shrink the regular human eyes for adults. We're hoping this is like a direct sequel to the original Tobot series, but I'm open if this is just a completely new reboot with new characters in a completely new universe. I mean, I think it could work either way. Yeah, but if it's a former, a continuation, I can imagine this could be them in their tweens. Now onto the Tobots themselves. Yep, that's a very familiar axe, with the axe-shaped head and the axe-shaped crotch. And some orange, though he's looking more silver, like, there's a main silver with orange accents. I mean, I guess it kind of balances out. And it looks like they're going for a eye look, like the robot eye look, like the Tobot Athlons. But at least it looks like they have the face plate, they don't have the realistic humanoid face that maybe might be. And then Z, yep, he's looking chonkier. Yeah, those are some pretty big arms. And a more traditional card chest. Yeah, it looks like the arms transform like similar to his Avenger Z, but I guess there's also some of that first Z design with the two Z's on either the head. And a really straightforward chest instead of a slope down like Avenger Z and then Z on the crotch. And some pretty blocky legs there. And then Y, who's just jumping in the air, that might be harder to make out, but yeah, I think there's the eyes there, and then red white crotch. I mean, it has the deep blue and red white accents, the familiar first Y colors. Yeah, I guess they're pretty spiffy. They're pretty spiffy redesigns, I guess. Yeah, but the car chest looks very familiar. Yeah, it looks like they're exactly based on a new generation of Hyundai automobiles. Like in particular, Z, being just a straightforward car chest, is based on that new Starex Staria. I mean, Staria is the successor to Starex. And then, yeah, Axe's chest is the Hyundai Ioniq. Yeah, I guess that's why he's silver, just, so that the car colors are recognizable. It looks like they're just not allowed to use orange. But then the Staria can be in non-existent red. Might be a bit hard to make out for Y since only the grill is there, but that's enough to tell that this is that new Elantra, or Avante as the Korean name goes. I mean, that's kind of ironic. Choi Rock and Hello Carbot dropped their Hyundai license and then Tobot picks it up. Not that multiple toy companies carrying the same auto license isn't unheard of, but then this might be a little bit of a confusion because, that the first year their car brands were just so synonymous with their robots that you might unofficially call Tobot the Kia Transformers and Carbot the Hyundai Transformers. But what do you do now that the Hyundai Transformers could refer to the Hello Carbot or this brand new series of Tobot? When then this ebook has a secret project showreel video. So looks like this is never before seen. I guess I'm going to upload the trailer separately and then react to this one right now. Yep, I guess they're just going by Tobot 2023, when they have the same brand name throughout, but they don't have any subtitles, so you just year by year, but they're just putting it right there. Could be preliminary, but yeah, it's more of the simplistic crested wing Tobot style, the brand simplification ruining everything. Yeah, but this looks more contemporary, so yeah, I guess it's fine. Yeah, more of a not as decorated as the Hiroshi, but better shading, better animation, and a more futuristic looking truck. Moon Buddy-based robot minions with some new faction logo that's... Oh yeah, okay, yeah, this is probably remind Bicron fans of those grid chips, just multiple spike patterns and then Iron Man face set ringers for those new Hyundai cars. Epic transformation right in the screen and yep. Oh look, that's a little Tobot X, little android, I guess. This is like an evolution of the Mind Core, when they were just little physical sparks, and now they're just... I guess they can also take little android forms. I'm thinking this might be like a headmaster thing, where this head is the actual big robot head. Yeah, and there's the Tobot V's new form, yep. Looks like trying to get out of a repair job, and I don't know about you, but I guess even if they're returning to licensed cars, they still have that Tobot style of kind of squashing the proportions. I mean, the front looks a little bit squashed compared to the actual Staria. Yeah, but it's still recognizable, but that's a big difference between the Tobots and, Carbots, Carbots complete realism, Tobots more of a squash stylization, so personally I would prefer them in realistic, but I guess this is close enough. That's Tobot Zero, yep. Just a little repair bot, although that looks like the old Zero head just directly plastered on a new body. Yeah, instead of a car badge, we have more of a Tobot letter style badge.
Yes, science!
Yep, there's Dylan, yep, there's our Simmel. There's our Simmel, and maybe a more heavier look. He ditched the headphones for this cool neon graffiti shirt. And a red jacket. Pretty nice updated look. Some unnamed villains. Yeah, like, the tech guy and the lady. Yeah, but I guess they're more contemporary. They're the kind of villains you want to see in the old Tobot. Just regular humans, just human developers, just, conflicts of ideals, and not just super monster alien robots of the week. Yeah, but I guess they do have a couple of costume villains, so that's fine. Yeah, I know some might not like that, but yeah, I guess they just have some bit of a flair there, There's the Power Smash, and then the Sonic Kick. Yep, still in the new stock photo style, and then the Spider Crawl. The Spider Crawl make that signature thing. Yep, closer look at Z there. Some back boosters. Pose. Yep, very good first impressions. I'm not expecting to be exactly the same as old retro Tobot, but I'm assuming this is gonna be very good. Quite good. Also, Konnie. This looks like it's a brand new iteration of Kongsuni Youngtoys' very popular young girls brand that's been consecutively going since 2014. So yeah, this 2D visual style already looks more interesting than that 3D for like a whole 9 years.
What happened to the stick?
And me for YouTube!
Kingdom Come!
And also that old Super 10 trailer, the exact same one as shown in the English channel. Which, by the way, yeah, the English version is the very last version of the Super 10 Season 2 to be released. I mean, the Korea and China's already on Season 2. And I kind of dropped interest in Super 10 for a while. But that was Super 10, the secondary current Youngtoys robot brand. One of its current flagship properties. Just replacing that secondary short-lived property. So yeah, expect a brand new year with the brand new Tobot in progress, 2023. And I guess for this trade show, they're just looking for co-production, producers, licensees, agents, and distributors. And maybe they're looking for new TV distributors. Maybe maybe they're not with Wild Brain anymore at this moment. Or they could just have to renew Wild Brain, and then Bully and French and whatever countries are agreed to distribute this new Tobot. So discussion, are you excited that Youngtoys is going return to form to Tobot? Or do you wish they just went through a completely new interpretation with the Tobot name? Or continue Tobot V, yeah. Sorry Tobot V fans, it looks like just Youngtoys decided to just drop off the cliffhanger, just more cliffhangery than the old Tobot cliffhanger of a mysterious M. I guess Youngtoys just wasn't seeing eye to eye with Studio Button. I don't know, maybe they could do a theatrical movie as a finale. But for now, Tobot V GD is locked in space. So until next time, this is KRBrickBot signing off.